Okay, so today we are doing something a little different. I just thought we would have a little bit of fun. Someone did suggest this to me. So today we are figuring out what your pet thinks of you. So this is for a pet owner, obviously. So we're going to find out what your pet thinks of you, okay? Or what they're feeling, maybe what they want to say to you, things like that. So this is about your pet, okay? And it doesn't have to be a cat or a dog, it's whatever pet you have. Okay, so we have group 1, 2, and 3. And we have a little bunny, a little kitty, and a butterfly. I couldn't really think of another pet. I mean, I guess we have chickens. I could have used chicken, but whatever. Okay, so go ahead and make your selection. This doesn't actually have anything to do with your reading. It's just to help you decide which pile you want. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to. You can go ahead and choose more than one piles if you have more than one pet or whatever. Okay, and we'll get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Okay, so this is for you guys. Let's see if that'll stand. Oh, maybe. Okay. All right, let's see what your pet has to say to you or how they feel about you, things like that. Let's get these out. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this one tells me right away that your pet clearly sees you as the person that gives them what they need. So you're the one with treats, you're the one with the food, you're the one with the pets. Okay, so they definitely associate your hand to you, okay? So they see you as the person that gives them all the treats and stuff, right? That's what I'm getting from that. They really see you as their mom or dad, you know, and they definitely rely on you. You are their parent, okay? Which is cute, because, I mean, you know, they don't have the most complex thoughts, so, I mean, it is cute that that's how they see you. So they see you as the one with the yummy food and the treats and the pets. Okay, so these two, okay, interesting. So this one right away tells me that you might have more than one pet, okay? And I feel like the pet I'm getting their energy is, they might be the biggest pet that you have or the oldest, okay? So they might be the pet that has been along the longest with you compared to the other pets, okay? So this might be, you might have a dog, and then the rest you might have some hamsters and maybe some cats or something. Or this might be a larger dog, and then there are smaller dogs. Or it could just mean that they're older, okay? But I do feel like, okay, and then we have this one, right? And so this is like a whole little world. And then, I don't know if you can tell, but the girl here has one animal with her. It looks like a giraffe or something, but I'm feeling like maybe your pet might feel a bit lonely. Like maybe they feel like you have all these other pets, and for some reason they feel like they don't get enough one-on-one time with you. Because this is telling me one-on-one time, that they kind of just want to go out with just you. Like maybe go on a road trip. I'm feeling like this is a dog. I don't know. I really do feel like it's a dog. They also have like the dog ears kind of, right? Even though I think it's like a rat, but I am feeling like they are feeling like they're in the middle of this family situation, but they kind of feel a little left out maybe. Also, you could have just had kids maybe. It might not be that you have a lot of other animals, but you might have just recently had kids. You know, you might have just had a baby or something, and they feel like they're not really the center of it anymore. You know, maybe it was just you guys with one dog, you know, and then maybe you had a child. And I feel like your dog is I feel like it's a dog. It might not be, but that's what I'm going with. That they feel like they just really miss one-on-one time with you, right? That's really what I'm getting from this. That they just miss being the center of attention just sometimes. They don't always have to be, but maybe, maybe you've just kind of, it hasn't occurred to you that, oh my God, I really haven't spent a lot of time with my pet. So that, I feel like that is what they're saying. And I'm not feeling like they're unhappy or anything. I feel like they just might wish they had a little bit more time with you because they really love you, You're their whole world. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Up a bit. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I do feel like, again, so we have the one, okay, and it's one animal that's wrapped around what I would think is you, okay? So it's really missing you. You really are their whole world. I mean, think about it. I mean, they wait for you to come back home, and if you go to work or whatever, and they're so excited when you're back home, and they literally spend the entire day waiting for you to get home. So, and then you do come home, and maybe you do kind of forget because maybe you did just have a kid, or you might have a toddler, or you might have a couple kids, and life just kind of gets in the way, and you almost forget, or you get distracted the minute you walk in the door. So maybe just try even just 5 minutes, at the end of the night, or just right when you do walk in, just really kneel down and really pay attention to them. Not just kind of, oh, hi, and just pet them and then walk away. Maybe really take just only a few minutes and really reassure them that they are important to you and that you are spending a minute or two of your time just talking to them and looking at them and petting them, right? And that could be all you need to do. But I do feel like they're longing for your one-on-one attention, to be honest. Because then we do have this too, right? And it's the Two of Cups. So I do feel like you might have a bit of history with this animal. So that's why I'm feeling like it might be a dog, and it might be an older dog, right? So it's been with you for quite a few years. And they really are, your partner. They really do love you. They've been with you through thick and thin, And I feel like they might feel a little bit alone right now. And all they really need is just a couple minutes of one-on-one attention. Of you playing with them, playing tag, tug of war, whatever it is. And if it's a cat, like just get a string or a laser pointer and really just play with them. Just try to put that in your mind to make sure to just spend a couple minutes a day just one-on-one with them, not just on passing, not only when they come to you, but maybe go out of your way and call them over. You know how excited they get when you call them over? Like, they love it. I think that is what's going on. But they do love you. This is true love here, okay? And they do see you as a positive person. Like, you're the one with the treats and the pets and the love. But I am feeling like they do want some one-on-one with you. And it just might have been a little bit, like maybe a couple weeks or something, where things got in the way and you really haven't been able to really spend a lot of time with them, And maybe you used to go hiking or something and go out with them a lot, and maybe, because of the pandemic and stuff that's going on, you really haven't been able to take them anywhere. And they don't really understand that, they don't know that a pandemic is going on, so they just know that you've stopped taking them out to places, you know what I mean? So maybe you do just have to just find a way to just spend a couple minutes with them a day, okay? Oh my gosh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we have the camouflage, right? So I feel like your pet just kind of feels like it's slipping maybe into the background, right? And that no one's really paying too much attention to them. Like, it's just maybe bare minimum right now. Like, they get fed, they get some pets, yada yada, but no one-on-one time. I feel like they kind of feel like they're in camouflage in your environment. They're not, like, standing out in your environment anymore. And this isn't to make you feel bad or anything, honestly. I mean, it could just literally be that you've just been a bit distracted in the last month or so, Yeah, that's what I'm getting, that they do feel slightly overlooked, they're slightly camouflage in your environment. Hmm. Okay, and then last but not least, interesting. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. So I feel like you've just been really busy. I feel like you've been running around, you've been trying to get things done. And again, you might actually have younger children that are making you run around, and it's really hard to keep up with everyone's needs. But and I feel like your pet is just, it always feels like you're like, not today, not today. Like, I'll pay attention to you tomorrow, but it's never tomorrow, or that's what your animal might feel like a little bit. Like, it's just kind of like, oh, I'm just put off again, like, into the background, because mom and dad are doing, all of these things, or running around. And it's always not today. And I think, and it could be literally because of this pandemic that's going on, so, and they just don't understand that. And so, to them, they don't have a good answer. They don't know why this is happening. So to them, they just think it's something that maybe they did. But they do love you a lot. So yeah, that's what your pet has to say in cards. I'm just going to pull a couple because I'm not sure how well charms are going to work with, like, your pet. So we're just going to do a couple and see if that works out. What do the charms want to tell us? Try to get just a couple. Okay. Alright. Okay, so first of all, we have the daydream. So I think they've just been, hoping for that one-on-one time. They've been dreaming about it. They keep replaying it. Like, you're their life, a pet owner is their life. And so I think they are just dreaming and daydreaming about when they get to spend more time with you and go into the car and have their fur blowing in the wind out the window, whatever it is that they like to do with you, whatever is fun to them when they hang out with you. So I do feel like they are dreaming of that. They're hoping for that to happen, okay? Like, they miss that. We have the number 3. Now, the number 3 could be the Empress, or it could mean that you might have, maybe they're daydreaming about when it was just like you, your partner, and them. So maybe it was just kind of like, this could have been like a dog that you guys got, when you first got together, or when you guys first got married or something. And it was just the 3 of you. And then you guys might have had a kid, and now they're daydreaming about that time that they used to have with you, the one-on-one time with both of you. Or so 3 could mean a lot of things, but it does have to do with the daydreaming, I feel like. So maybe you had triplets, or maybe you got 3 new animals, or something with the number 3. You would know what that means, but it's something to do with the daydreaming, like when it used to be just you guys, the 3 of you, maybe it was you, your kid, and your pet, and then something happened where a new person came in and they're really daydreaming about that. Not because they're jealous or anything, but because they actually miss you. They miss your touch, your attention, playing with them and stuff. And it's not your fault that, you had a kid or you got married or whatever, situations change, but it's just telling you that they are missing that, okay? And it doesn't mean like, oh, okay, I can't do anything about it, but no, you can replace that with some other new thing that you guys can do together. Maybe just go on a one-on-one walk with them, or play with them. I keep going to a dog, so that's really what I'm feeling, but it could be a cat that acts like a dog. There are It doesn't have to be even a cat or a dog. It could be an iguana that you used to take out on walks in your backyard, something like that. Okay, so we do have two animals here. So we have the owl. Okay, so I'm not feeling like it's a bird though, but it could be. This guy doesn't want to stand though, does he? No, he does not. But he is blue, so I'm feeling like they are a bit down. And we have the worry doll. Okay, so I feel like maybe there could have been some sort of change in your environment, in your home life, your family life, and they're worried. I feel like some sort of new person or new animal or something has come into the picture and they're a little worried. They're worried that you don't love them as much or that you won't spend as much time with them, that you might be replacing them. So maybe just spend a little time in reassuring them that no, you're not going anywhere. You're my child too. And just make them feel more comfortable with the new changes and things like that, okay? We do have my biography, which kind of just speaks, it's a little hard doing this with a pet, but it's telling me that this is coming from your pet's, their thoughts, right? They're thinking of their life, okay? And you are their life, okay? Their biography is all about you. You are their life giver. You are their best friend. You are the person that they look to every single day. So you are their biography, And so maybe we do tend to forget that a lot when we have pets. We kind of just think that, oh, they're in their own world just like us, but they just spend their whole day waiting for you to get home, because they love you. So I think like a lot of us I need that reminder a lot too. Like I just act like my cat is just, she's fine, she's fine, but and sometimes I have to remember like, oh yeah, like my pet really loves me. Like my cat needs my attention, and you can see the change in how happy she is when I do sit down and actually pay attention to her one-on-one, like she just loves it. And then it reminds me like, oh my God, I need to do this more often. Like I just get caught up in my life and stuff. We do have the little lamb. So this either tells me again that there's a new life. So you might have had maybe this could be an animal that actually gave birth. It could have had a litter. And so maybe it feels like you are paying all this attention to their litter. This could be a new baby, like I said, where all of your attention is going to the baby. And again, they have the worry, okay? So they're worried that, oh my God, am I getting replaced? Like they don't seem to be paying a lot of attention to me, and now there's this new thing or this new animal. We do have the leaf. Now, it's a maple leaf. It could mean that, it could be talking like of going for walks. So when I used to have a dog, my dog used to love going on walks during the fall only because she would, I don't know if you guys have this, but where I come from, Northeast America, we have a lot of trees that dump leaves every fall, right? So we actually have a giant truck with a vacuum that comes and sucks up all of the leaves. So we just like brush them, we just rake them all to the end of our yard, and then a truck comes and sucks up all the leaves, okay? Instead of having to because there's so many, you would just be running out of bags. But during that time before they come and pick up the leaves, there's all these piles of leaves on all lining down the street, right? So I'd go for a walk with my dog, and she was a beagle, and she would just dive in and then just walk through all of the leaves, and she just loved it. She just would dive in and then just like destroy these piles of leaves. That is what it's telling me, that it's reminding me of my dog. And so that is one-on-one time. So maybe it's just walks. Maybe you haven't really been going on walks a lot, okay? And just outside. So this just in general tells me outside, right? So they like to be outside. They want to spend time with you outside. Even if it's just in your backyard, Maybe you used to take them on hikes or something, but just throw a ball around in the backyard, or, take your iguana out in the backyard. Just have them walk around a little bit on a leash. Just have that one-on-one time with each other. But I am feeling the outside part of it, But again, it could just be speaking of me and my dog and how my dog loved that one-on-one time going outside, and that was her favorite thing to do, was jump in all of the leaf piles. Okay, and then last but not least, I love music. Interesting. I know my cat, whenever I play, like, there's like 3 specific songs, because I work out at home. And so a lot of times I'll have the same playlist, right? And then so she knows, like, when mom's about to, start having fun and, whatever. And she gets excited when I turn on the one song because she knows, like, oh, it's fun time now, mom's doing stuff. And it's really cute because she'll recognize the specific songs. So you'll know what that means. So maybe, maybe you used to play your guitar a lot and your cat would sit on your lap and that was your one-on-one time, and then maybe something changed and the routine changed. Something with music, okay? And you'll know what that means. Because, music does have to do with relaxing. So a lot of times when you are listening to music, you're relaxing. And usually your pet would relax with you, right? Or if you're writing music or you're working on something. And a lot of times it is with road trips too, like going outside. A lot of times you'll have the radio on in the car, and while they are, having the wind brush through their fur while they look out the window. So it's something like that, because again, pets have very more simple-minded ways of connecting things. So to them, your music relates to them what is about to happen, so they might relate that. So whatever it is, so, whenever dad puts on this music, that means, he's gonna take a shower soon and then we'll go on our walk. Whatever the routine is for you, okay? So that's what I have for you. Nothing bad. I just feel like they're a little worried. That's my main thing that I'm getting from this group, is that they're a bit worried that you, like with this one, that spoke a lot. So I feel like they feel that they're kind of slipping into the background, okay? So just remember that. And really, it's so easy to fix. It just takes 5 minutes a day of just honestly paying 100% attention to them for a few minutes, right? Okay, so that's what I have for you. I'm not going to do a pendulum or anything because I don't know what question to ask for your pets for that. Okay, you guys, so I hope this helped. If not, as always, check out other readings. And like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It helps me a whole bunch. And yeah, thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves, and have a good night. Hi, group 2. Okay, you guys picked the little black kitty. Understand? Okay. So, let's do the tarot here. Okay, we have one more. Okay. Oh, so cute. Okay, so this group is telling me, first of all, I'm feeling like it's an animal that might live on the ground, okay? So I don't think it's an animal that lives in a cage, like an aquarium or anything like that. It could be, okay? But I do feel more that they are like a cat or a dog, or, maybe a bunny or something like that, that does kind of walk around your house on the floor, okay? Only because your animal, first, how they think of you, right? That was the question. How does your pet feel about you? Their first answer is that you're very tall, which is like such a pet answer, right? So, you're very tall. And that's legitimately the first thing they think of. If someone could ask them, what's your owner like? They're tall. So I do feel, because we have the tower here, and then you're also on like stilts or very long bug legs or something, right? Okay. I do feel like your pet is aware that you might be going through some sort of tower moment right now. It could just honestly be the pandemic type of thing, whatever you're dealing with that situation, that's different for all people. But I do feel like they are aware there's tension in the house, right? But I don't feel like it's anything of a problem. I'm just noting it. So I think that they are, because they are very aware. They're very aware of your energy and how you feel. So I do think that they're picking up on your tension, okay, and your anxiety that, oh my God, everything's going to fall apart or something. So I do feel like whoever this is for, that you might be a worrywart right now. You might be really anxious about what's going on. Understandable, you know. And I do feel like they're picking up on that. But I don't, it's also playful in a way, okay? So I don't think that they are aware of the, you know, situation, obviously. And then we have, she is actually what looks like playing with like a string or maybe training her little bug cat. I don't know. It's like a bug and a cat at the same time. But I feel like, so I'm really getting that you have been spending a lot of time with them. So maybe the situation going on right now is you might be actually stuck at home. You might be quarantined right now, and your animal is like loving it. I think your animal has no idea, because again, like they don't know how serious it is, but they know something's different and something's off a little bit. Like, why are you home all the time? But they aren't too worried about it because they are actually getting a lot more attention from you, I think. I think they are actually really enjoying this whole stay-at-home thing with you because they do get to spend a lot of time with you. And then we have the lovers, okay? So that just tells me that you really are good at spending one-on-one time with them, okay? I do feel like they feel like you guys are equal, like that you love them as much as they love you. They don't feel like it's an unbalanced type of relationship. I feel like you do spend a lot of time with them. You do spend attention on them, okay? And yeah, I feel like they're actually quite happy right now. They're really happy with how you've been treating them, your guys' time together. I feel like they're very cozy with you. So I hope that isn't only because that we're all stuck inside. So maybe remember that your pet is actually really, really feeling comforted and really loves spending all this time with you. That's so cute. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's perfect. That's like just what I was thinking. So we have the deer and a little baby that's all curled up, all cozy, with what seems to be her mom, okay? So that just exactly what I was picturing, that, you know, your pet is very comfortable right now, that you guys are spending a lot of time and they feel very safe right now with you. And then we have the cocoon, which just tells me again that they feel like they're in this nice little cozy cocoon with you. It might be just you and them. So you could be single or you could be living on your own right now and you might have only the one pet. So it could be one dog, one cat, one bunny, you know, whatever it is. And I do feel like they are completely content. Like, they are so content and warm and happy with you. You're doing a really good job with your pet. I really don't see anything negative. I don't feel like they're very worried. So I do feel like this might have to do with the quarantine. I don't know, because you guys are spending a lot of cozy time together. You might actually work from home, too. So maybe this hasn't really affected you too much. You know? And so they are completely unaware. They might know that something is a little bit different. They can sense your anxiety a little bit. But, yeah, again, it's just, I'm feeling very content. I feel like they don't have any complaints. I think you are doing a really good job. Like, they are super, super happy. You can't do any better, you know? And I feel like this might have been a rescue animal as well. Like, I feel like they might know what it felt like to be completely overlooked for a long time. Maybe they were a stray, or, you know, they just sat in a kennel for a long time or something. And they really know what you've given them, because I feel like they are so aware of how loving and nice you are to them, and they are very appreciative of you. They love you. And they know what you did for them. Like, they are aware that you take care of them, and they 100% love you for it. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Wow, again, it's just telling me, like, cozy, right? And maybe you do work from home, because we have the laptop here. And if not, then maybe they just really love, like, hanging out with you, curled up on the couch while you work on your laptop or whatever it is. Or maybe you watch Netflix from your laptop and they curl up with you. They really feel safe. They really feel safe because we have the cocoon. They feel protected by you. You pay attention to them. It's you guys, and if not, it doesn't have to be just you two that live there, but they do feel a bond with you, okay? So if you have a hectic life or something, they have no idea, they just know you spend a lot of time with them and they are completely happy. They don't know anything else. Because you've done a good job. And I'm really getting the safety, right? The eggs are so safe and cozy inside this protective nest here, just like the cocoon. They feel very safe. And so that's why, again, I'm feeling like they might have been rescued, because I think they know how unsafe they were and how scary and unsure of their future they were at one point, and now they have you, and it's like they feel so unbelievably safe. So good job! Like, that matters so much. You changed something's life, like someone's life. You changed it for the better. And they know you did. It's not like they're not appreciative. They just can't tell you, So this is what this is for. They are trying to tell you that they love you and appreciate all of the work that you did. And that you could have possibly saved them. Literally saved them. Like, you could have rescued them. And they love you for it forever. And they wouldn't change a thing. Literally would not change a thing. They feel 100% cozy. Like, that is crazy. Okay, and we have one last one. I didn't mention that last group, you guys got 2 of these cards that came out. So, okay, we have Heart with a Key. Oh, again, see, it's like you are the key to their happiness. Like, they know that I'm really feeling like this is a rescue for sure. Or for some reason they are aware that their life could have gone way worse, and it didn't. They are aware that you saved them. You are the key to their love, to their happiness, the life that they have. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm really feeling like this was a rescue, and they are, like, so aware what you did for them. It's not even funny. Like, they know where they came from, and they trust and love you to the end of the world. Seriously. Oh, and even welcoming love, meeting the one. You're the one. You're their one, And we do have the Lovers. It's like they know. And they just love you. Oh my goodness. Getting together and perfect. You are their perfect owner. Oh my gosh. Whoever this is for, I congratulate you on being such a great pet owner, honestly. You really changed their life, and they know it. Okay. Get a couple. What do we have? Alright. Okay, so we have 2 letters. Okay, so that could be the beginning of you or your pet's name, right? Okay, it could go the other way too. So however that resonates with you. Okay, we have the little hedgehog. So, this to me tells me again that maybe they were rescued, right? Or like they were a feral cat or, a stray, something like that, where they began their life pretty hardened, right? And quite scared. They didn't know what was in their future, you know? And I feel like they were this tells me scared. So I really am feeling like they might have been a rescue. Because they did have some sort of like shell where they were a bit hardened, right? Maybe just because of the life that they were born into. And but then we have like their soft belly, you know, their underbelly showing. So they were open to you, but maybe you were, you know, they were scared when you first got them. But I feel like they softened up. So this was like their beginning, and then we do have, they're so interesting. I mean, really, I mix those up so much. This came out last group too, so a little baby lamb. So I feel like with this reading, I feel like you might have gotten them at some point in their life. It wasn't too late in their life, but they had already begun their life of being like a stray or something like that. Maybe they were born into a bad family, you know, maybe they were abused or something. And they were hardened, but they were also so innocent, you know, because this tells me innocent. And like a new life, right? So I feel like, because also this little lamb is like running, you know, it's feeling freedom. So that might be their way of saying that they are aware that you took them from this position and gave them a brand new life where they feel free. And, you know, it's like a spring day, the first time they felt grass under their feet, you know. I feel like you gave them a whole new life, and they know it. They totally know it. And then we have tonic, which I feel like they think of you as their tonic. Like, you were the medicine. You were the one that changed their whole life. You made their life so different, only just by choosing them and promising that you'll love them forever. And you changed their life from that moment on, and they know, they remember that moment. They'll never forget it when they first saw you, and ever since then, their whole life changed. I'm really feeling a rescue. I don't know. And if not, you know, take it how it resonates with you, but that's the main energy I'm getting, is that this is an animal that's very aware of what you've done for them. So this is a more intelligent animal, okay? It could even be, you know, like livestock type animals. So it could be like a pet pig. They are very intelligent. And they could be very aware that you chose to love them. Because pigs have like the intelligence of like a 4-year-old, a 3 or 4-year-old or something. They're very, very smart. Okay, so I think it's something like that. It's a smarter animal that is very aware that you, and they don't know how to thank you, you know what I mean? Like, they wish they could, but they don't know how, so all they know is to just love you as much as they can. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the little oyster, which tells me again, kind of like they had a hard shell, and then you open them up, and there was this huge surprise, like this life that they never knew they could have had. So again, it could be because we do have the lamb, right? So it is like a farm animal. So it could be some sort of animal like that where, you know, a goat, something like that, where they saw and they knew somehow, you know, they could feel the energy that their life might not go that great. Like, they were scared. They could have been on their way to a slaughterhouse, and you could have literally actually rescued them from their own death that was about to come, like some sort of, you saved them from a slaughterhouse. I don't know, but they know that you saved them, because we have this tonic here too. It's like their life became a pearl instead of just a closed shell that never even got to open. You know, none of their potential and their personality ever got to even be explored or even known at all. But you did. Like, you saved them. And their personality got to be known and loved. And they became their own self, and not just another animal in a line, you know, in a line of cages or in a line of, you know, the slaughterhouse, whatever it is. You really saved them. And they know it. They really do. Okay, then we have, I think this is a tree house. I haven't seen this in a while. Okay, I think it is, because it's a tree and then there's a ladder, okay? So, one, that ladders always bring me to goats. So, like I said earlier, it could be some sort of like a goat or a lamb or something because they do like to climb on things, right? They love ladders and slides and things. Um, and if not, again, I feel like rescue because there's a ladder and I don't see a tree house per se. It's a ladder. So to me, again, it's like a rescue. You know, like when a cat is in a tree and you call the fire department and they come and they get the ladder and they get the cat. It's almost like that's a symbol of being a rescuer. It's like you climbed that tree with the ladder and you saved their life. So however that, you know, and I don't mean an actual tree, but that is what it's telling me. It's like showing me an example, a situation of where a person saves an animal. Okay, so you save this animal, and they know it, they love you forever, and you've done a great job. There's nothing more I can actually say. There's nothing that they want to say more than just, I love you. That's all they want to tell you, is that they love you. You've done a great job, you know? That's me saying that. I think you've done a great job. If that's all your animal wants to tell you, is that they love you, you've done a great job. Okay, so that is what I have for you. There's not much more for me to say. That's, I don't know, you are the perfect pet owner, apparently. You care about them, you saw an animal in need, and you saved them. And you really, truly saved their life. Okay? So yeah, that's what I have. If this didn't resonate with you, as always, check out other readings. Okay? And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 3. Okay, you guys chose the little butterfly. Okay. Let's see what they... Ooh. What? Okay. What? Oh dear. Okay, I don't want to automatically go to something negative. Okay, okay. I feel like... Okay. I think your pet might have to go to the vet. I think that's what they're trying to tell you. There might be something wrong. And it might be something that you would be completely oblivious to. You wouldn't know this, even if you were trying, right? Yeah. I'm not feeling like that they are disappointed in you. This is normally disappointment, something like that. No, I'm not. I'm feeling like it's something with their health. I think your pet might have something underlying, like an underlying issue that is starting to be an issue for them, and it's not showing to anyone. You wouldn't know. It could be something with their blood pressure because we do have a heart, okay? And this is telling me that they might need some sort of surgery. Baby, I know. I'm trying to do other people's pets' readings, not for you, huh? Again, my cat is down here just like rubbing her cheeks all over, all over the legs. Okay. I feel like they need to go to the vet. This is so interesting. Now, I don't want you to rush out there and, you know, throw your animal at your vet and say she needs all of these different, you know, tests and things. But I feel like this is, they might just need a checkup, okay? That's what I'm feeling like. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe you just need to take them up to the vet, get a good checkup, and see if there's any sort of problem with their heart or their lungs or their blood. They could have something, like maybe like an infection or a bacterial infection, you know, anything like that. It could be something like they have an ear infection, something that really all that you would need to do is just bring them in for a routine checkup. And it should be caught, okay? I feel like it's some sort of underlying issue. They know that something is wrong with them, but they're not sure, you know, and they don't know how to tell you, obviously. And if it's not showing on the outside, like it's not, you know, some sort of tumor or something, then you're not gonna know. I really feel like you need to take them for a routine checkup. I think this might be a warning that they might be a little scared and they don't know how to tell you. Like they want to be reassured that they're not sick. And in a way they want to go to the vet even though they don't want to go to the vet. Obviously, they hate the vet, but they know they need to. You know, it's like when you want to go to the doctor even though who wants to go to the doctor, but you want to get better. Let's see what else. I could be way off, you guys. So let's see what else we have. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man tells me revealing something. You're illuminating something, which could be the problem. So maybe by taking him to the vet, the problem that's underlying in them, you know, like the heart problem or whatever it is, they could have like a respiratory infection where they're uncomfortable, but it's not obvious yet. And I feel like this will come to light. Whatever this problem is will come to light once you take them to this routine checkup. It's not like, and even, okay, so even if you don't take them there, maybe just pay attention. See if they're only laying on one side when they sleep, or you know they're not eating as much, or they don't seem to be. They're just try to pay attention and see really what is different about your animal, because you can't tell unless you really study them. So maybe you really need to study them for the next couple of days and find out what is going on with them and why they aren't in the best of health. There's something that they're worried about. Something will come to light, either by you paying attention to them or by you. And it's interesting that there's a snake too. So it's like the snake isn't quite, you know, constricting her, but the snake is completely wrapped around her body. And that's a little bit worrying. So it could be something that is starting to take hold, right? And so if you do take them to get this checkup, it could be cleared out like that and it won't be a problem ever again. But if it keeps getting tighter and tighter, it will begin to constrict them and it will cause a lot more problems. And eventually it could actually lead to like major health problems where it could end their life. And it could literally be something as simple as a respiratory infection and you could just nip it in the bud. You know, it's something that's not quite got a hold on your pet, but there's something wrong with them. You know, like health-wise. And it could just be that, you know, maybe they could just be getting older and maybe you haven't really realized, like, oh my gosh, my pet is actually older and it should be on senior, you know, pet food now. Something like that where maybe their diet isn't helping them anymore. Something, you guys. It's something. I don't feel like it's major. I feel like it's something. And again, we have the web, right? So what happens? It's like a web keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's like a small problem, but if it's not dealt with, it grows so big. And you really get caught up in it and you can't get out of it now because the web is just too big. It's something, I'm feeling like it's heart, lung, or blood issue, okay, like nervous system. Something like that. It could just be their diet. It could be I feel like it's nothing major, but it will become major. I feel like this is a warning. And I feel like, yeah, your pet is getting a little nervous because it can tell there's something not quite right with them. They don't know what it is, and how are they supposed to tell you? So I feel like, again, it's making them really nervous as well. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, because this tells me, anytime I pull this card, it tells me, like, get back to the basics. Just get to the basics. This is the basics, okay? Again, it's almost like the basics. You just need a routine checkup. Just, you know, they need to listen to their heart, look in their ears, check their teeth, check their lungs, all of that stuff. It's really the basics. It's nothing, I don't think it's anything major where, a tumor or something. I think it's something where just get back to the basics and you'll figure it out. And that could be as simple as honestly just paying attention to your animal for the next week, maybe, next few days, and see if there's any weird patterns that are out of the ordinary, out of the basics, I'm feeling like it's very routine. It's something, and it could be something that is very typical. Like it could be like an older animal where they start having thyroid problems, or they might start having, something like that, dietary problems, where it could just literally be fixed by a simple pill every month, or, a specific type of food that they need to avoid, and something like that. Dietary changes, something, it's nothing major, you guys. I don't want you guys to get, but I do feel like without this warning, it could become major. I'm really feeling like you need to make a routine checkup. It's nothing, yeah, it's just, I don't want you to be worried, but I do. I want you to be worried enough to take them to the vet, but nothing worried where they're not going to die tomorrow. I don't think it's anything fatal. It's anything that to avoid, I really feel like you need to take them for just a routine checkup and just say, I don't know why, I just have this weird feeling. I just really want you to just go over everything and double check it too, just to make sure that there's nothing wrong with my pet, and then you'll be able to feel better too. I'll be able to feel better, okay? Because this is a little worrying. This is telling me, take me to the vet, okay? They want to go under the knife, and we have yes, this is something to do with their health. And I don't feel like they are scared of you or something like that, like they think you're going to murder them. No. I feel like you're a great pet owner, which is why I feel like, yes, like you will take this warning seriously, and you will probably take them for a routine checkup, because you love them, and you don't want it to become you don't want it to spiral out of control until it's a web of all these complications and medicines and things like that. Just nip it in the bud. I'm telling you, it's telling me the basics, the heart, the lung. It could just be old age, dietary, something like that, okay? Just a simple change, and it will help your pet a lot, I think. We got 2 cards again with this one. I was going for 1 each, but... What? We have the girl with the snake. Okay. And it's even more constricting. Oh no. What? It's around her belly, around her gut there. Okay. Yeah, that's telling me that okay, so I don't feel like this is yet, but it's a warning. This is definitely a warning that this could become more constricting. Whatever this problem is, their blood pressure, their lung, they could have some sort of infection, and it's just going to become more and more harder for them to deal with, and it will become constricting. That is so interesting. I'm really not feeling like it's a pet snake, as weird as that is. It could be, because we do have 2 snakes here. But I'm really feeling like it's the constricting and the fact that it's progressing. It's more tightly wound, and it could be dietary, like I said, remember? Because it is around her stomach, her gut area there, so it could be dietary. And it literally could be your snake. So if you do own a snake and your snake has been acting kind of weird, make an appointment like tomorrow, right when you see this reading. because then that is definite. Then if you have a snake and it might, you might feel like it's been acting a little different, or it's a little um, standoffish or something, you know, more shy than usual, or it doesn't have an appetite, definitely then, definitely this is for you, okay? Because we have two snakes. Um, and again, it could be something so simple. It could be that they just need some sort of dietary supplement, something. Maybe, you know, the temperature in their cage has been a little off or something. Something like that. Where again, it's the basics. But it could become much more major than that if it's not dealt with right now. And then we have the boat. So this is like moving on. Okay, yeah, we have moving on. We have closure issues, receiving what you need, progression. Okay, so again, progression with this. Receiving what you need. So again, the vet. This is, oh my goodness, you guys. This is a warning, and I'm honestly really glad I did this random pet reading because I feel like this is important. This is serious. I didn't assume that we were going to get like a warning like this. I thought that, you know, the last two readings was like what I was expecting. Um, I, I know it's weird that I'm doing a pet reading, okay? But I want you guys to take this seriously. If you love your pet, just take it in a routine checkup, okay? Just please do that for me. And for your pet, obviously, especially if it's a snake, and especially if it is an animal that you have that has seemed slightly different, okay? There's something slightly off with them, but again, like I said earlier, I don't even know if it's something obvious. I don't even know if you would be able to see that something is wrong with your animal. They might be acting all the same, completely no difference, you know, and that's what's troubling because they can't tell you, Mom, I don't feel good, you know, like my cat can't be like, Mom, I don't feel good. So you know, you do have to pay attention. I'm the basics. I'm really getting, just take them to the vet just for a routine checkup. And if they're fine, then you can breathe better. You know what I'm saying? Then this wasn't for you. But I think that you should, if you are watching this, just do it just to feel better, so that you don't ever have to look back and be like, why didn't I take them to the vet? Now this is a way bigger problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, better safe than sorry. I don't know why this came up. So it's for someone. Someone's pet needs attention. Some sort of veterinary attention. Okay? Oh yeah. But I mean, I feel like they're happy with you. I think that this is just so overwhelming that I'm not getting any like how they feel about you, but I didn't get anything negative. I feel like they love you and you obviously love them, and that you should listen, and you probably will take them up for a routine check just because you love them. And honestly, but the fact that we got the hangman means that, again, that something is going to be brought to light, okay? Something will be brought to light, some sort of issue. And the fact that we have closure issues as well. So I feel like they'll receive what they need, and it will be a closed issue. It won't be you know, just a continuous problem or anything. I feel like the issue will be solved with this routine checkup and this slight change in their diet, whatever you need to do. It's nothing crazy, you know, that you have to like uproot your whole life. I feel like it's something very simple. Again, basics. It's just something so basic. And they just need that little tiny little thing that they might not have needed a couple years ago, you know, but they are getting older. It's something like that, you guys. Just please consider taking them to the vet. There's a pet out there that is really hoping to go to the vet, which you know that's not normal, right? That means that something's wrong. Okay, we're just doing... Oh, I thought there was one stuck on me. We're just doing a couple here, so let's see what we have. Okay. All right, so we have the little turtle, okay. That does kind of tell me that maybe this has been slow coming. So maybe it is something to do with their age, right? So maybe as they get older, it's becoming slowly a problem, right? And that makes sense, obviously. As we age, we have health problems. So maybe it is time to just have them come in, see if they do need some sort of changes. Maybe they need to go on some sort of medication, something like that. I do feel like it's slow coming. It's nothing like major, but again, it's slow coming and it's progress as well, okay? So if it's not taken care of, then it will continuously keep moving forward and get bigger and bigger, okay? We have a Y, okay? So that could be the beginning of your pet's name, okay? It could be yours as well. It could be even like your clinic's name, okay? Something like that. So take that how that resonates with you. Come on. Okay, so we have the crossbow, which to me is more like Cupid's arrow, right? That's what that tells me. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have the lion, okay? And we have, so your pet could be a Leo, or you could be. And then we have like the warrior, right? So these two are telling me, and again, we have this bow and arrow, which to me kind of goes with the Native American. Yeah, I feel like this is telling me that your pet might be on the older side. Okay, they might be older. It's almost like they're a warrior, you know? They might they might have been dealing with this for a while and maybe you just didn't know. Oh my goodness. I feel like maybe this has been an underlying issue for them for quite some time and they've been silently dealing with it, you know what I mean? Like they're a little warrior on their own inside because they have no way else of dealing with it. So it's like every day they have to put up, wag their tail or, be happy to see you, whatever it is. When inside they might be slightly suffering. They're going through some sort of fight on their own, I feel like. And this just kind of goes along with it, I feel like. But if not, then this is telling me that you guys do have a really good relationship and that they really do love you and that you love them. Maybe when you saw them, maybe you rescued them or maybe you got them from, some sort of shelter. But it was almost like love at first sight. Like you knew you wanted this pet. And they know it. Okay? And I am feeling like they are slightly older. This is an older male lion, okay? Very strong, very weathered, okay? And then along with this warrior symbol, I feel like this animal they might have even had some underlying health issues their whole life. Maybe you have been dealing with them, okay? And maybe for a long time you thought, okay, like this is good, we did it, we fixed them. But I'm feeling like maybe there might be a new issue then, if that's the case. So that is interesting because I kept going back to they might be a senior animal. And again, so this is a senior animal here. This is a well-lived animal, right? Long mane. It's not a juvenile. Yeah, I feel like they really have had a long life. And but they're a warrior, right? So I feel like they could have quite a good number of years with you after this as well. It's just like I said, it's nothing major. It's some sort of basics you just got to get down to the basics and figure out exactly what is going on here. Heart, lung, things like that. But yeah, so this could go either way, okay? But I am feeling like, again, that yeah, when you got them, it was like love at first sight, okay? So you'll know what that means. If this makes sense to you, and you've had this animal for a long time, I really strongly, strongly recommend bringing them to the vet. Make that appointment, even if it's in 2 weeks, okay? Just knowing that you have made the appointment will make you feel better. And then take it how it goes, okay? Take it from there. I don't think it's going to be anything major, okay? I really don't. And this could also speak of, like the hanged man. Like, this could find that spot, right? It's going to narrow and arrow into exactly, pinpoint exactly what is wrong with your animal, right? Just by taking him to the vet, yeah. I really hope that you guys do take this recommendation and do bring him up for just a routine checkup. It shouldn't be too much money, okay? And just feel better about knowing that, okay, there's nothing wrong with my animal and they're fine and that reading wasn't for me. Or, oh my gosh, I'm glad I watched that reading because there is this little minor problem and I'm so glad I caught it. Right? So, that is what I have for you guys. So I really do hope that you take those recommendations. For some reason, your pet really wants you to know this, that there is some sort of underlying issue. Okay? So, and if this wasn't for you, as always, check out other videos that I have. Stay tuned for new ones. I always have new ones. I've been a little late, you guys. I know this week has been like crazy. I've only posted like a couple videos, so I'm back on it today. I'm going to try to do quite a few this week, so I should have one at least every other day, if not every day this week. And as always, take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.